Yeah.
What about my sweat equity?
Sweat equity. Sweat equity.
Take your shirt off.
Equity.
Put it like a
Me?
helicopter.
Equity.
I would, but I want to take my headphones off.
Speedy Pablo.
Miss a minute.
What about my sweat equity?
Oh, man. You want that hottie toddy? Yeah,
Did
Eric?
you write that down on your
I
stupid
did.
rundown?
Right here. Stupid rundown list. Bam.
Oh, you
Done
did.
and
You
done. Yeah.
I'm not going to use
It's
a
about
slur,
business
but
is
that-
about continuous improvement. You got to get better every day or you get worse.
He wrote down hottie toddy.
And hashtag GirthyRI, hashtag 69B2B. Reciprocate that love for your friends that have their own business or brand, and then hashtag sweat equity. Yeah, because I have ADD and I forget a lot of things, like introducing you as the host, Eric Regiger.
Right, you might as well not, since
Our-
you can't say my name.
Our producer behind the glass, John Paul Labate,
Oh, yeah, he's back.
Tampaniac Pictures, which I
He's
always
just
wanna
going to
call
wave
Productions.
and not say nothing. Good. Stay out of it.
Yeah, if you
We
like,
don't want you.
if you like college football Saturday, where they go over to that one guy on the computer, that's the kind of shot we've got of JP behind the glass. It's just like, what's up? Huh? Okay,
Oh,
cool. Yeah, everybody know that reference? Nope. Okay, cool. And so
I hate ESPN.
we have I'm your host, Law Smith. I forgot to bring myself in. Right?
Oh,
These
yes.
are the things we forget, and people that get introduced to this podcast are like, why is there a bunch of sound bites of manager Lou Brown from Major League?
What?
And what are these guys talking about? Vasectomies
What?
and 69ing businesses? Yeah. So
Newsflash!
I'll push them all. I'll just push all the buttons.
Eric's got a soundboard going, and we'll bring our guests in so the listeners can hear their voice as well, right?
Yes, that's how it works,
that's how you
jackass.
do
Move it along.
That's how you do audio,
Ugh.
okay? Bringing in Sean Henson and Trevor Abernathy of Your Home Services. That's YOUR dash homeservices.com. I have to spell it out, right?
Third grade reading level.
Yeah, pretty much. Get
Yeah, you'll
get 'em
definitely
up
need to
to
move
there.
those mics right up into your gullet.
You guys are very soft-spoken humans.
I know. These guys are just so laid
I gotta
back.
kind of get y'all in the mood. Y'all have to kind of
Can we get a video of him deep throwing it over there?
perfect. Never mind.
There,
I don't have
that's
to do
good.
anything.
Trevor's got it. That's
That was kind of weird.
kind of just rub your lips on the fuzzy part. It's
So
nice.
let's try that. I'm gonna say, Sean, say something so the listener knows who's who.
Good afternoon, guys. Sean.
Trevor.
Hey, it's Trevor.
There you go. We can geek him up in post. We won't do that. And
Doesn't
so
even know what he's talking about.
Flapjack and Cheerio in the morning over here.
Yeah.
I love that Steve Martin dad joke of like, can we fix the lights? Yeah, just bring them up a little bit. And it does nothing. You go, perfect. Yeah.
What's better than that joke is retelling it on a
dude.
podcast.
I don't that visual too, because we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. We have our video on Vimeo. You know where all the players are at Vimeo.
Hey, Vimeo's got good quality video.
Hey,
All right.
Do you have something entertaining? Vimeo's not the spot.
It's good to embed on websites.
It's better. I like the control factor. I like a little bit of editing. You do any video editing, there's some pragmatic advice there. If you do the premium level of Vimeo, and I've got a video, we're working remotely on producing something, I can send you a video. You can annotate that video with all your edits.
Yes, and everybody knows what annotate means.
Yeah, they do. You
Good.
guys
Well, then we don't
know-
have to explain it.
Do our guests know what
Those
annotate means
idiots.
on the couch? You guys know what it means? Mark, note, footnote.
We should, yes.
Yeah.
We do have two prospective studio renters in here, Danny and David.
What's
Just
y'all's
seeing how it
podcast
goes.
Gonna be called Drop City.
Drop
Is it already
City.
out?
No, it's not out. Not until we make it good.
Okay, well, yeah, we're here to help the whole gamut of from start to getting it going. You can be as miserable as us on a continual
No.
basis. No, that's more of a lifestyle preference,
Right, yeah.
So, a couple of things right off the top, and then I want to get into interviewing our guests. Is I have a deep rage for customer service phone, like just customer service on the phone.
Which cable company did you piss off now?
I didn't piss off any. I just
We're going to be down to nothing.
I'm speaking just generally. Like I tried to book a flight using miles yesterday, and it is like you got to use their sister company to do it, and you can't talk to us even though our site fucked it up. It'll like get you to the end of it. You pick the whole site, pick the flights, do it with the miles, pay $11 to whatever for some fee because you can't just have miles pay for the flight for some reason. And then it was like,
We only take sky kilometers.
it was it was the sound of your boner hitting the table, that Apple noise.
I
when
actually
you
have
do
to go
something
out of
wrong.
my way to do that.
It's like you get all the way through and then you have to start over. Thanks, British Airways. So I try to call the line because it's like, you can call her. Yeah, that. Yeah,
That's the boner hitting the table.
yeah. That's like you get enough inertia, you got a boner, and it runs right into the table. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't. I'm gonna raise the seat up so I can have it happen.
Well, it's flopped under your belt right now.
Yeah.
I know you're excited
Exactly.
to be here. No, but and so I found a site. I finally found a site. I've been bitching about this for a while in this program. We're 204 episodes in.
Something like that.
And I found it. It's called Get Human. It's an app that'll get you to a human for phone line for customer service. That is fucking awesome. I don't know why it's taking me this long to find this site.
How does it work? I mean, what
They'll be like,
is
oh,
it somebody else sitting on the phone for you?
Well, first off, they have a service that'll call you back through their kind of routing kind of thing. I don't know how they make money, but they have an app that basically was like, oh, here's the real phone number you can't find by Googling it. Because what these big companies do, I know the SEO part of that, what the big companies do is they bury they probably have to have contact phone numbers that are legit.
Yeah, try calling somebody at Google or YouTube. Good luck.
You have an easier
Does
shot.
not. Yeah.
Easier shot with that than like cable company to get a hold of. Like, they'll put you through that sales ringer where they're like, hey, I know you called about a billing thing.
We should
fucked
have a
up on."
race where you try and get hold of YouTube and I try and get hold of a cable company. I bet I win.
As long as I have the rage of 1,000 suns behind me, I think I'll have to punch a wall at some point. That's how I used to get so angry I'd like punch inanimate shit around the house.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't do that anymore.
Look,
You've got kids,
they're not.
but they're animate.
You're right. They move. Otherwise, they'd be
Look
gone.
out if you just sit there.
No, we don't. Look, we don't laugh about that. That's
That's
not funny,
We should-
Eric.
yeah, but I don't know why I'm even
You're
saying.
wearing a Dixie cup
about-
of a shirt right
yeah,
now?
man. It's not Dixie cup. It's from the cups from the '90s at the skating rink.
Isn't that Dixie?
And if I just all the stuff just melts right through it, it's
Stevie
worth
D
shit.
just popped into my head, by the way.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you're wearing like a C. If you looks like you listen to CNC Music Factory, you just came
Thank
out
you.
of like a rollerblading
Thank you.
tutorial
Thank you.
lesson.
Good.
Hey, I'm Eric. I'll be your personal trainer.
Yeah.
Can you guys skate backwards?
Because I can't.
I love jock jams. Anyway, all right. So
Do love jock jams.
Get Human is kind of it helped. It called me back yesterday. I talked to a human, even though I fixed it anyway. But I just kept booking a flight until I was waiting for 11 minutes for that. It's just excruciating. It's like I feel my life dripping away when I'm on customer service phone calls, and it's already like I'm already at halftime. Let's face it. I'm not making it past 71. So
No,
I have
absolutely not.
35 now. So we're over halftime. The ball's been kicked off.
Not for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 150, but you're gonna die.
Yeah,
way
oh,
early.
for sure. Probably out of stress from talking on the phone.
Yes. You'll die on the phone with whatever cable company runs everything in 35 years.
Watch how sweet I do this dovetail into interviewing our guests. You guys, home services, your home services.
I could tell it was going bad. I
You
could tell
can
it was gonna
actually
be
talk to a
shitty.
human for plumbing and HVAC, and y'all value the importance of talking to a human, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Customer service first.
Yeah, if you go to their site, you'll get a prompt to talk to someone. But I've been in y'all's office. Y'all actually have human people in office. What a concept! Talking to customers that you give a shit about.
Customers come first. I'm scared to say it, but we should try to dial in right now and book a call. See how that flies.
We can.
Wow,
we
good
can-
for you.
We're
Yeah, I
not,
like
we're not live, so I mean, if it doesn't work, we'll just edit it out. Yeah,
Yeah, that could really backfire.
or we're not streaming.
Bosses
right?
aren't here. We ain't answering nothing.
But yeah, I wanted to talk about y'all. We're working on getting y'all's podcast started about kind of helping general contractors out, trying to help people in the trades that are trying to get their own thing going. And my biggest question was, we're always interested in the psychology of everything, right? Like business is really psychology 101 when it breaks down. I think that's why we got along with y'all right from the get-go. That and our love of dick jokes. But What do you think the biggest problem is for someone in the trades trying to do their own business?
It's probably in the question itself. It's actually trying to do it yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well played, Yoda.
It's not. I mean, it takes a village, right? I mean, you guys are helping us on the marketing side, and we've got, where we don't know what we're doing, we need to lean on the experts. And so a lot of guys are afraid of the unknown. We see it quite often, and that's where they tend to fail. Is it's almost a failure to take the step.
Yeah, especially with what you guys are dealing with in terms of just contracting stuff. I mean, I've been there where it's like I can do this by myself, and next day I'm calling somebody pro. Like I got the light up and it's working, but there's no electricity to any side of this house. So there's something to it.
There's something to be said about figuring.
It's a
stuff
man
out.
thing.
Well, yeah. What is that limit? Like, how much are you going to get yelled at by your significant other at your house?
Exactly. It's like I got to
before
give it
you
a
call
shot
someone?
first.
There's something to be said about trying to do some of these things. Now, plumbing is like, look, if you don't know anything about plumbing, it's really tough to just like, I'm going to watch a couple of YouTube videos and figure this out. Like
especially plumbing
or
can go
HVAC,
really bad,
like any
really
of those
fast.
trades. But there's some things that you definitely don't need to call. Like, my air filter's not. Someone hasn't changed this.
Yeah.
That's not really where you're going to call someone.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No
you'll
way.
take those calls, I bet.
All
Oh,
day
yeah,
long.
for sure.
All day long. It's an
And-
opportunity to win a customer.
Yeah, I mean, y'all. One thing we like working with y'all is that y'all do put a lot of emphasis in the customer service part, where a lot of people aren't. There's a lot of technicians that come to your house and they're kind of grubby, and you're like, "Is this the guy that I just called to come over here?" And he's not clean, like not affable, which is a big thing. If I was a woman, I'd be scared. If a dude's coming to the house and no one's there, I'd be nervous about it. So y'all emphasize that a lot as added value of what y'all do is tell your technicians, here's a picture of what he looks like. Here's when he'll be there. Almost like this kind of convenient system of showing people, like an Uber almost. Like, here's an email of the person coming in.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what people want. So the psychology side of it, believe it or not, so I think 54% of our customer, I'm going to throw stats at you guys.
I love
I
it.
make up 82% of them, so just bear with
Law
me.
loves
But
made up stats.
Stats.
Yeah, it's like
stats.
53
standard
or-
deviations. Let's do it. Yes, regression charts.
is males in our system, but 84% of the decisions are made by women. And
Right.
so if you look at
Yes.
a lot of our marketing, it's all built towards making that woman happy to have us in the home. How long does that guy want to sleep on the couch before he finally calls us?
Yeah.
And so she's the one that finally hands him the phone number, and it happens time and time again. And so from that to, what you talked about, sending out bios, and, we drug test and background check the guys, and, you can't be too careful on who you're
Look,
putting
we're in
people's
Florida. Drug
houses.
testing's huge, right? Like that. That's amazing that you find technicians that pass through that.
We don't find enough of them sometimes, but
Well, look, Florida's from 30 Rock. I love that line. Florida's America's Australia. So it's, we're taking care of everybody else's shitty family members, something I say on stage. So when I'm at the airport and I say I'm from Florida, people shouldn't be like, ugh. They
Instant
should be
cringe.
buying me a drink.
yeah.
I'm from here. It's usually not the people that are, from Florida that are messing the state up. It's usually someone else that's like, I really shouldn't have burned down that factory in Akron, Ohio. I'm going to start a new life in Naples, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think, and then you touched on purchasing power of the household. That is a big deal. I think that's why I want to try to get y'all on a campaign for Pinterest as well, because 80% of what women pin to their board, they'll buy. And so will we convert on that? Probably not, but it'll be a brand awareness thing probably. And playing up the technician thing, I think for safety reasons is huge. Because guys, let's face it, guys don't want a creepy guy coming over either, even if you are a dude that you think you can take him.
Yeah. No, I couldn't take the guy that came to my dental practice. He was a big dude, but we did use you guys. I mean, the guy came out. We were buying the building, and it's old. It's like 60 years old, and the plumbing was absolutely like going to need to be addressed. Came out, did the little video camera snake thing, got under there and found out we have Orangeburg pipes, which are basically,
like my
you guys would probably
colonoscopy.
better explain it than I could, but like they're like basically ticking time bombs that are just ready to crack. They're made out of, what are they made out of?
Well, let's ask the plumber here.
They're made out of tar paper.
Right.
Yeah.
Tar paper that they just like form into a pipe shape.
How long ago did they use?
Is that
orange
wartime?
Basically late 50s all the way to
Exactly.
mid 70s.
And that's when the building was built, and it's still there. So, we use that.
Korean wartime. Vietnam
Which war?
wartime. Called it.
It
Nailed
was like
it.
World War II.
Well, technically, I could probably say any time, and we've been in a war the last 100 years.
Oh yeah, that's true. We're in war times. Let's respect that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you guys came out, did a great job just using that as a bargaining chip, basically, to show, like, listen, there's $8,000 worth of plumbing that's got to be done here. What are we going to do on the price of the building? So
we were your side chick in the purchase. is what you
exactly.
told me.
I was very upfront about it. I was like, listen, we're not going to do it right away, but,
Did you guys leave money on the nightstand? It's important to know.
Guma. Yeah.
yeah, it made him feel all dirty about it.
Did you get a receipt? I need to know.
Oh, big time.
All right.
I forget his name.
And
It's
he's
been a
like,
while
By
since
the
he's done
way,
it.
I got a vasectomy, so don't worry about that. I'm shooting ghost loads now.
Well, we talked about dad bods before we got up here, and I tell you what, half our guys might look a little pregnant, so it might have been before the vasectomy.
Dad
No.
bods are in because the media
Trendsetter.
told us so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting some
Praise the
agreement from the couch.
Lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because BuzzFeed sets the trends for everything. So if they tell us dad bods are in, they're in. And I've yet to see any. I've yet to hear confirmation from any female
Right.
about this. But
Ooh, I like the way it's kind of soft.
y'all had a great answer. They're gonna get what they're gonna get. I think that's fair. I think
Dad
that's
bod
fair.
sponsored by Tobaga from Tobaga.
Yeah, Tocobaga Red Ale from Cigar City Brewing. We're noshing on that as even though it's not food, but as my Jewish friends say,
You're a mensch.
you're a real mensch. I'm
taught
gonna
me
kick
that.
you in the tuchus. I want to be Jewish. Is that weird?
Yes.
Hey, they're doing it right. That's all I'm saying.
That's why I partnered with one over here.
And what am I doing wrong?
You're the only Jewish plumber to ever live in
Another Jewish guy in here. Good. We're at 33% Jews.
All right.
this Hebrew's for you.
Oh, God.
Thank you. I'll see you guys later.
Cringeworthy.
Trevor does have a Jewish plumbing tag. How do you always answer your phone?
L'chaim. L'chaim.
Shabbat.
Oh, Shabbat Shalom, Jewish plumbing. There you go.
I like it. Don't call us on Saturday. What's it called? Or are you? Or what kind? What kind are we talking? Not through the.
What kind are we?
We're not talking through the sheet or any of that.
No.
No. You know
Just
what I'm talking
barely
about?
there.
Yes, I do.
Saturdays at First Home Bank is where his temple's at, so don't let him fool you.
Do you need to hire one of us to come over to flip on the lights and stuff? Show her
All those machines that make it so that you don't actually do it, but it's still doing something.
Yeah, you got to think with like Siri and Alexa now. You could probably cheat.
Oh, they're bending those rules
Right,
big time.
right. Automation, house automation, all that stuff. But all right, so the tradesmen, because it's mostly men, in the trades that are plumbers, that are HVAC people. I mean, I think y'all have something just in general for trades people for a podcast to kind of get them from there to there, right? There's a gap of education, and that's what y'all want to fill with the upcoming podcast. We're going to help you get out there. But what is it with the old salts? I want to know with like the veteran guys, the GCs, the guys who think they know everything, and they're running a business, but they don't know that they're not that good at running it. I remember we were talking last week when we were in your office about just trucks alone, right? like having the resources to do stuff,
Right.
and some people can't plan it out. What do y'all see from that level? From like a bird's eye view, obviously.
I think the biggest thing is these guys. Take the marketing aspect out. One, let's stop rolling around with the all white abduction vans. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I've heard somebody say before that you walk into a Publix and you see one parked and you don't want to park next to it and you're afraid that the woman's going to get abducted on her way out of the car. I mean, let's be welcoming, right?
Paint that thing orange, and people think you're lovemaking in there,
right?
or some's gonna airbrush something on the side.
Yeah, what are those cars you guys got? They're not like they're kind of vans, but they're kind of
We've got a mix of Transits from Ford and the Nissans, but they're all fully wrapped and they're all
Yeah, they
Nice
look good.
looking. They're
Yeah.
clean too. That's another little thing, right?
right.
Those little things matter as
Yeah.
far as like I'm sure for y'all managing, you're like, keep the trucks clean because it represents you, just like your shirt,
Exactly. One of our pet peeves is we walk the lot at least once a week when the guys are in and making sure the trucks are clean on the inside. And there's nothing worse. Trevor flips out every time he sees papers on a dash.
Yep.
Oh my,
Sure.
that's like a.
I don't know how you can drive like that. If I have a piece of paper, it bothers me.
This
It's
is
like
how
the
you
reflection.
become the man, by the way. I want to point out this is how you become the man, right? Because you guys were, it's just like anybody else, and you started this business. But you know how like you used to have that boss back in the day, and you're like, why does he give a shit about all these papers on the dashboard? And you're like, and then you don't realize it later unless you really kind of, unless you're just totally out of it. But I realize that I do that as well now, and I'm like, oh, I'm becoming the man. When I'm like, can someone throw away this garbage when they're walking downstairs? Just please, like little things like that.
Instead of dad bod, we're just becoming our dads all together.
Yes, it's a dad
Right?
thing.
Oh.
Get off my lawn.
And yelling
Yeah.
into the wind is part of that.
Exactly.
Getting frustrated and not talking
Screaming
to anybody
into
about
pillows,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah. We make the guys walk back outside on meeting days if the shirts aren't tucked in, the shoe covers aren't on. It's like if you're not going
Nice.
to respect it here, you got
Nice.
respect it here, so you're respecting the customer's home.
A
It's
light
huge.
shaming, right?
Right.
I mean, that's good. I
I'm light about it.
well,
Heavy
Says
shaming.
the guy who makes all the new employees do the chicken dance on the first employee gathering of the month.
there's something to breaking.
You got to break them down.
Break it, yeah. Break someone down. Like I said, if we ever hire anybody full time at Tokubaga, I want them to do an improv class because that's the ultimate breakdown of your ego. You're lifting a manhole cover together with 8 other people. It's not funny, and you're just
Right.
doing all these. You're gonna fry like bacon in a pan with a bunch of people you don't know on the ground. You're like, fucking 35, and I'm doing this. Like,
Yeah.
Russian a fraternity for the second time.
and then there's the other guys that are trying to be funny in the class, and it's like, yeah, you're not funny. Just get through. Let's get through this exercise, and let's do these limericks, okay?
Yeah. They
just
need to
do
know
your
that their
line.
opinion doesn't matter.
And then let the
It's like
machine
nobody
do it.
cares that you feel stupid.
But that was for me. That was the best thing I did because it did break down any ego I had, and I would have to go to the Groundlings for 3 hours every Monday for 12 weeks. I think I did that 3 years. I did that to get better at hosting. But what it did was made me better at yes-anding a conversation in real life. So like your technicians are out in the field. I'm sure you don't want them to say anything negative. So like the yes-and principle is huge when you're just talking to anybody.
Have you guys met contractors before?
Right.
I mean,
I'm not saying you're
Real
not.
that's
rosy
all-
guys usually.
So, and I'm shameless plug after shameless plug here, but we have them in twice a week, and we do customer service training. We
Right,
don't
right,
want the
right.
guys selling. It's one of those build value, spend time with your customer, figure out everything they want, and then leave them options. And so then.
And by the
you
way,
know.
I should add that y'all do speaking engagement at these bigger trade shows and stuff to other business owners like y'all because you're kind of writing a playbook.
We
as
do.
well.
So, for those that don't know our backstory, and I'll give you the 30-second.
I'm a good host like
Yeah.
that. I should.
So, Trevor started the company in June of 16, a truck and a trailer. We partnered in November of 16, and from there we had 5 trucks on the road by New Year's Day of 16, and now we're up to 22 trucks. Kind of give you the quick synopsis of where
Yep.
we've grown. And so we've joined all these trade groups looking for the secret sauce and learning how to do it. And apparently we've dumb lucked enough that people think we have it. And so they reach out to us quite often. And, we've had a lot of great people help us, and we're kind of happy to do the same thing whenever we can. So it's led to us speaking at for Service Nation Alliance and other groups, contractor groups. And so every couple months we'll go out and help somebody out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all right? Technical issues? We're good? All right. Yeah, it's but you literally are the podcast titular, kind of thing is y'all are I said titular guys. So you did have the sweat equity into what you're doing. Like you guys have figured out when you and I started talking, the fact that you knew a bunch of metrics on the marketing side was really impressive because a lot of people don't know that. Right? I was like, let's see, what's your cost per lead, cost per acquisition, lifetime value of a client? You're like, boom, 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 boom. And I was like,
And you're like, shit.
Made up 80%.
They don't
of
need
those.
me as much
but the
as I
fact
thought
that
they
you-
did.
The fact that you could bullshit it is fine by me.
Yeah.
The fact that you had an idea is just exceptional from all the business owners we talked to. I mean, we've consulted over 400 businesses in the last 4 years. And then, there's a bunch of other people we haven't even, and when I ask them that, haven't even helped out. When I ask them that, no one knows. So,
See, but that's the easy part. I mean, we can all
That's
we
what
can
I
all
would
break
think,
down
too.
numbers, right? I mean,
Right.
that's some of the stuff we're having. I won't mention any names. We've got a vendor that we just found that for several months has been doing digital signatures on invoices, And so we've had some discrepancies in material, and that's the stuff that the common guy doesn't even know to look for. Like,
Right.
He doesn't realize the wool's being pulled over his eyes. Ours was for at least a few months. I think it's that kind of stuff that is why we want to do the podcast. I want to be able to tell the next guy exactly what to look for and how to help him, and the things that you wouldn't expect to happen. We're spending $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month as vendor, and how much are we getting cheated? Another 6-7% on average.
Right, and you're looking at breaks in like your automation or the whole protocol for what y'all are doing. That's something I noticed about y'all too. Is you're looking at the breaks in command. And you're like, hey, right here, this X right here, this whole process. This smells funny.
Yeah.
And you just go horse sense on it, right?
Well, and not by just body, but Trevor over here, he John Maddens it up on the whiteboard. He's X's and O's it like nobody's business. 2 in the morning, I'm getting a text at 2 in the morning like, did you realize that we spent 4.2% more on paper tissues this month than we did last? I'm like, boom, go to bed. Tough acting.
Yeah.
So let's
Cool.
circle back to the whole inner Jew thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Very helpful for
But
business.
I mean, honestly, you guys are a partnership in what you do, and that's why we're a
Right.
partner. It's funny, we're polar opposites, and that's a good thing. Is I see freaking glitter and fairy dust, and he sees the realities, and we balance each other, and somewhere in there's a happy medium that leads to success.
yeah, complementary. I
Yeah.
would say. We talk about this Asher Strategies test we took a while back, and it kind of pointed out why we work well together on pretty much anything we're working on. Like why there's not a lot of conflict, like I would with a lot of people if I worked next to them. It's because just the way our personalities are lined up. It's just it lined up. That's why we work well together. You were mad because the ego empathy chart had you like bullseye in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm a nothing.
Well, it didn't tell me. It was like
invisible.
you're all of the things, but also none of them. I was like, okay.
It was like when you're
Just sat in a
hungover.
closet for a week.
When you're hungover at the airport and you're trying to wash your hands and the thing doesn't recognize you and you're like, it doesn't think I'm a human.
That was me.
Yeah,
I
that's how
always
depressed you were.
I always leave a plumbing card next to it. Like, give us a call.
Yeah. Well, good
Drives
call.
me
I didn't even
nuts.
think about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? So, as far as do y'all have any like practical advice if you could talk to your younger self, because y'all got into it from the industry up? It sounds like, right? You learned the trade. So, did you have an idea of learning the trade to master it, to own your own? Like, when did you kind of figure out you're going to do that?
Well, I've been in the industry almost 19 years now, and this is my 7th company I've owned.
Humble brag.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, that's great.
Yeah, but I got
By all
I
means,
got
you're a young
tired of-
entrepreneur.
Yeah, I got really tired of the way that a lot of company owners treat their staff,
Yep.
their customer experience, just basically everything in a nutshell. So I took the good out of a lot of the companies that I worked for, and then I wanted to implement it into something that was great.
There's
for
a
the
wise
community.
song that goes, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have
I think
the
you're
facts
too
of
young-
life.
Too young around here for that.
Good job, Tootie.
Yeah, that show rules. But yeah, I mean that a lot of people don't think about that part. They think of cutting costs than adding value, and I think y'all are about adding value to the customer experience, the CX, if you will. If you need to look up, if anybody's looking up like business terms as they're listening to this, like a lot of people do,
Well, I like you guys have the look and feel of a big national company, but you actually have the people in there. I mean, it's a really tough line to kind of navigate, to be that very personal, but also have the grandeur that a lot of people look for to make them feel good.
You look like a national company, but you're regional.
Right.
Yeah. So
That's where you want to be.
I'm pretty sure my kindergarten teacher taught me once, treat those the way you want to be treated, and that's kind of how we do it. I mean, there's no magic to it.
It
right?
never goes away. That's
Yeah.
the rule forever, man.
That and try not to eat all the paste.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Those
it's
are the
still
two
good.
things I took out of kindergarten.
Well,
Yeah,
and
we know
then-
you did at least one.
Failed it through 4th grade.
Then they throw rubber cement your way. And you're like, hey, girl,
I-
what's
I-
up?
I need some more water.
I can roll these up, snort them. Little balls of rubber cement. Any advice y'all would give to yourself, a younger version of yourself? I'm trying to make sure we ask everybody this that comes in the Sweat Lodge studio. And so, we've learned a lot of things by interviewing others, but there's a myriad of things I'm sure y'all could say. But what's like kind of the biggest lesson y'all think about continually?
Yeah. So I would say slow down a little.
Yeah.
Do what you do well. So one of the things we did is we added air conditioning last year to plumbing, and neither one of us has a ton of an AC background. And so there's been a lot of learning curves and little mountains to climb, and not saying it hasn't worked, but when you're new and you're growing as fast, your cash flow can get tight, and when you're dumping money into something that's a project, it can get a little tough. So make sure
it's a whole other business,
right? Yeah,
under your umbrella. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, some of the marketing's great because you got built-in clients, and there's some things that can offset it, but do what you do well and have it down to a science that it just can go on autopilot before you take on that next ancillary project. And that can even be within the same trades, whether it's, we do residential service and repair, but if we took on new construction or something, it'd almost be its own animal, even in the same trade. So make sure what you're doing, you've got successful people underneath you that know how to run it, that you have those basic KPIs, that they know how to check down to you, and you
Key
can make
performance indicators. You got to break in.
in.
Some people don't know.
I thought it was going to be in the footnotes.
Oh yeah, it'll be there too.
It's on the paper,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See the minute markers? Bam! You like that template, guys? You're gonna copy this one. Don't worry about it.
For those at home, those are just little penises that he's drawn up
Yeah,
there.
just a lot of them.
Well, they look like swastikas.
It's like the
though, for
opening
some
of
reason.
Super Bad over here.
No, it's funny you say that you brought up that Asher Strategies test that we took, because that's what that is. It's supposed to tell you what you're good at so that you can focus in on that sort of thing. And I mean, that was for our personal lives, really, but like applying it to business is huge.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it was like it told me like we went on the podcast immediately after taking it and be like, this thing's stupid.
Yeah.
And then the further we got away from it, because it's 80 questions and like 20 of them are vocabulary.
Well, it
And
was
you're like,
a weird
what's the
thing.
most right
Yeah,
way
it
to
wasn't
describe
like
this?
direct questions. It's definitely psychological, where it's like, is this more correct or this more correct? It was like, well, none of them are, but they're both are, and then it would just form this opinion about you.
So you guys filled out like an eHarmony dating application.
Yeah,
is what
we're
I'm
married
hearing.
now.
Well,
That's why we're together.
This is our gay apartment. Did you guys know that? Oh, you guys didn't know
You
that?
didn't touch anything in here,
It's
did you?
not. It's always Pride Month in here.
No,
We're
yeah.
doing a plug for
We've seen the
Grindr.
logo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We get it.
exactly.
Grinders one
Dick
thing.
ties.
What did I tell you the first time? It was a little homoerotic.
A little.
Why do you think we just turned the AC off,
We
guys?
kill it in
was
Key
one-
West.
Fat guy sweating over here.
Look, you can call yourself fat, but I think
Dad botted
you look
it up.
robust. That's all I'm saying.
He's a bear.
That's the 2-minute warning.
All right. So,
So you know.
anything else? Anything else before we close this mother out? Any other advice y'all have?
Even if it's
seven companies,
specifically
yeah.
plumbing,
The
heating,
idea
air.
is really
Um,
the idea of the show is to really motivation's part of it, but really like if there's something like, hey, you can get as specific as you want, because I think that makes our show different than other ones. Is motivation's cheap, as Jocko Willnick says. It's
yeah.
temporary, right? And or Willnick, Jocko Willnick,
Willick.
good.
I don't think there's an N in there.
WILLINIK.
Willink. No, it's not Willnick.
That's pretty much how you spell it. Sure.
I'll fucking Google it then.
Let's just argue about this for 12 minutes.
1932 New York Giants baseball player over there, you guys.
Yeah. Sandy Koufax. So here's anything big or
Willink. Willink.
small? Fucking crushed it.
Yeah, exactly like you said.
Correct.
Willnick.
I would
Bullshit.
personally
Will it-
say that like a one thing that I would tell my previous self would be is that don't be scared of slow organic growth with your company, but also do yourself a favor and have somebody in your life, whether it be a good business partner or somebody close to you, challenge your current goals and objectives, because you might be limiting yourself. And that was my problem, is that I'm a slow grower. He's extremely
He's a
He's a
shower.
show.
All of us were like, who's going to say it first?
I got it out first.
Now circle back.
And you said that in the beginning of that
Circle
statement. You sounded like Tommy Lee Jones in No Country for Old Men. It was like, oh, this is wise. What is this?
Yeah, and honestly, if I could give anybody advice, don't be afraid to ask people for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been so many.
Humble yourself.
Join good trade associations. There's an HVAC company out of Podunk, Oklahoma, that I reach out to all the time. That gives us great advice, and we've had the father of air conditioning come to our shop, and that's a whole nother podcast in itself. He's like 80, 100 years old, and like the third guy, most important guy in air conditioning, and come out and we pick his brain all the time. You know, don't be afraid to ask people for help in whatever industry you're at. You'd be surprised who's willing to help you.
Yeah, you'd be surprised that like successful entrepreneurs or people that are the best in what they do, they're more than happy to impart the knowledge if you just ask them.
Yeah, they're never the smartest person in the room.
Right. I want to be the dumbest person at a dinner party, or I want to have everybody around me a lot smarter.
Yeah, it's like I tell
That's
my
tough
kids.
in this room at the moment, though. I'm going to tell you now.
No, I tell my kids, any grown up that tells you they've got it all figured out, I'm like, they are lying to your face. Don't listen to it. Like, nobody's got it figured out. You don't know nothing. Like, just sit down and just listen and learn some stuff, and it's good.
High self-esteem's a red flag.
Right. I mean, it's like this. If you're like walking in, like, I got this shit. It's like, dude, there's something else you don't got. Like, whether it's knowledge in business or whatever. But like,
you smell like patchouli oil, and I hate your guts.
Yeah. I mean,
don't get me on your CBD oil patch. I don't need it.
The real knowledge is knowing that you know nothing.
Yeah. Exactly. Know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Better way to close that out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll end it on my wise words then. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you guys having us.
You'll be
What
back
about
on
my sweat
soon
equity?
enough.
Yeah. SweatEquityPod.com.
Sweat equity.
Subscribe, rate, review, 5-star.
My
That's the
sweat equity.
cheat code to get us up the
My
rank.
sweat equity.
Sweat equity.
What about my sweat equity?